we've got the most tracks on this album that we've ever had before as well, because we literally couldn't pick like what to put on. We had so many demos. Like we had a SoundCloud up or whatever that was like just for everyone to kind of like go through all the songs. And I think there was about like 40 or 50 or something, just ridiculous.
Hey guys, James Wilson-Taylor here for Rock Sound. Now Stand Atlantic are of course back on the current cover of Rock Sound. I'm delighted to say on the line right now we have Bonnie. How are you, mate?
I'm good, mate. Sorry that it's very echoey in here.
That's all right. Hey, I'm just glad that you're no longer on the southern hemisphere, because as much as I love it down there, the internet connection was not fun, was it, last time we were chatting?
Australia, like, not to sound privileged, but Australia does have the shittest Wi-Fi.
Sure.
Yeah,
it's you know, champagne problems and all that, but yeah, it would be nice if it was slightly. But it's nice to see you anyway. And of course, you know, currently back on tour in the UK, which has got to be such a nice feeling, man. After so long away, finally be able to get back here and play some shows. I imagine it's been a great week so far, right?
It's fucking mad. I've been nervous before every show, thinking no one's going to show up, because that's just who I am as a person. But like every show has been fucking mental. So we're just all so happy to be back, and like just having that family vibe again is so nice. So we're happy to be back, guys.
Yay! We like to have you back over here. It's good. Well, I mean, a lot of nice touring as well, because obviously you've just finished that run in the States as well. What a stacked lineup that was, because it was what Set It Off, As It Is, and yourselves, right? I mean, that's got to have been a really, really fun experience too. You know, such great guys, great bands out there as well.
Yeah, we had a fucking blast out there. It was also nice to just kind of like test the waters again on like a support tour in the US and be like, do people still give a shit? And it turns out they do, so that's good.
I think they do. I think we can be certain they definitely do. And that's a good thing, because there is a new album right around the corner, as we well know. This is an exciting time. I love talking to people when it's kind of just about to drop and we're getting those folks kind of tastes out there and everything. I've heard it and it's really, really exciting, man. And I think the first kind of thing that people will have noticed, like I guess a bit from the singles as well, it feels like your most aggressive record. It feels like kind of your heaviest record in a lot of ways, which I think is really, really interesting. What prompted that kind of move to this? It is a bit more of a heavier sound, right?
I guess so, yeah. I feel like with this record, it's aggressive in the sense of like Skinny Dipping, we kind of tried to go outside the box of like your regular like pop punky, whatever the fuck thing. And then Pink Elephant, we pushed the bar again. But this one, we were just like, fuck literally everything. Like, fuck it. We're just going to go full ball and like aggressive, like in that sense of like, we were just like, let's just go ham and do whatever the fuck we actually want. So I think it's like our most diverse record as well. And yeah, heavier, yes, because I was very, very angry. So angry.
Man, it feels like that Fuck Everything and Run title really comes into play right off the bat,
I didn't even
doesn't
think about that.
I mean, it fits. It fits.
I seem like a douche.
It does fit so well though, man. You know, I always do like asking everyone about the album titles, because I genuinely find it interesting, but that is a big statement, and it definitely, like we say, matches that kind of more aggressive tone, right? That seems to be a theme that kind of runs through all these songs, I guess. Yeah,
I think we just wanted to hit hard with this one. Like, I mean, I hate speaking about it, but like given COVID and everything, like we didn't really know what the future was, you know what I mean? And even with this album as well, it's anti-concept. It's anti-fucking everything. Like, leave your egos at the door. We're just here to have fun and do exactly what we want to do. And that's what the fuck we did.
Yeah. So, yeah. No, it makes a lot of sense, man. And how was that? As much as we're not going to mention the COVID word too much, it is, you know, obviously going to be a more challenging time to actually put together a new record and make an album. So how did you guys kind of find that general process? Yeah. I guess, you know, on your side of the world, it was, you know, for a time at least, kind of a bit more open than it was, and certainly over here and stuff. Did that make it a bit easier to kind of get the thing done?
No, I kept getting bopped with that, because like obviously I do live in the UK, but during COVID and stuff, I had to go back to Australia for like 6 months at a time, which was fucked. And every time I went to either country, that was when the rules were closing up again. So I just like completely cooked it, basically. And that is like also part of the reason why this album was just like, we need to just do exactly what we want, because I don't know when, well, we didn't know whether we'd be able to write another one or like tour another one. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I guess I was like just super frustrated with everything, as I'm sure I'm not alone in that at all. But yeah, super frustrated with everything. And this is literally just like a table flip to that, like just so over it. And writing it was extremely hard as well, because there was a bunch of like Zoom sessions, which I fucking hate. Just FYI, they fucking suck, dude. Even this right now, hate it. No.
Mate, I didn't want to say it, but like I've been thinking it ever since we clocked on here. I mean, awful times.
Having a shit time. Yeah, so, but it was interesting because when we were supposed to go and like kind of start recording and also start writing, like properly, I guess, Australia shut down again. So me and Stevie, our producer, and like who I write with, we just locked ourselves in his apartment for about 7 weeks total, including like recording and everything, and just wrote the entire record then, which I feel like we've always somehow done with our records. They always just come out like really in a condensed time frame. And I don't know why that works, but it does. I guess because you can kind of get in the swing of things and like, you know, cook each other up mentally. And yeah, forget your question, as usual.
You answered it. You answered it. It's all right. You definitely answered it. It's all good. But I guess, I mean, it's funny, isn't it, that like, you know, we joke about Zoom and stuff. I find like some bands have been like, it was such a cool new way of working, and then other people being exactly what you just said. Yeah, there you are.
Fucking lying.
There you are. People being like, it just sucked, like, because you want to be in the room in that way. But like, it must have been, I guess, satisfying, really satisfying to know when you finally finish the record, like, okay, that was a pain in the ass to get it done, but there it is, we finally got it out there, right?
Yeah, and after every record we've ever done, the first thing I think of is, oh, fuck, like, what's the next one going to be then? I'm fucked. I'm fucked in. I've peaked. I've fucking peaked. But every time, I don't know how the hell we do it, but we just, like, push ourselves as hard as possible to make the best record every time. So that was cool. But yeah, once we finished it, it was just like such a relief. And we've got the most tracks on this album that we've ever had before as well, because we literally couldn't pick like what to put on. We had so many demos, like we had a SoundCloud up or whatever that was like just for everyone to kind of like go through all the songs. And I think there was about fucking like 40 or 50 or something, just ridiculous. So yeah.
Hey, good problem to have. Very good problem to have, man. Absolutely. Very good problem to have.
I mean, they weren't 50 good songs, bro.
Sure. But, you know. But it's nice to have a selection to pick from. That always helps. And I want to mention some of the bits that people have heard. You know, Pity Party, obviously, is kind of one of the more recent cuts that came out there. Really nice collab role on the Serpent as well. You know, they're doing really, really exciting stuff recently. How did you get to know them? How was it kind of working with them and putting that track together?
It was cool. To be honest, I know I shat on Zoom before, but Pity Party was written over Zoom. So yeah, I don't know. We had the track written and stuff, and we were just like, it kind of needs like a little bit of a lift or like someone else on the track. And we were tossing around ideas, and we really liked Royal and the Serpent, like watched what they were doing and stuff. And we were just like, let's just hit her up and see what goes, like see what happens. And she loved it. And next minute, boom, like she was on. So we were stoked with that, so happy. And then yeah, just what else can I say? I don't know.
That's all it needs to be said, man. It's just nice when those collaborate, because it does feel like a very collaborative effort, because obviously you've got the Nothing Nowhere track on there as well, which we've talked about before. But you know, congrats on that as well, because I mean, what was it, 10 million plus streams on Spotify now? Like, that's almost one of your biggest songs now. It's amazing to see how much that's kind of taken off.
It's that Deathwish like was getting me through COVID, I think, because like that was the thing that we were like basing things off, because obviously you can't play shows, you don't know what the frick is like happening to your band or your career or anything. You just have like numbers or emails, you know what I mean? And so that was like going really well, and we're like, okay, well that's good, I guess. And then, but again, it's not until you play these songs in front of people and feel the vibe, and that's when you realize like, oh shit, like people really connect with this song. It's really good. And that's what we've been like finding out the last tour we've done, and this one as well that we're on. So people love Deathwish, and it's fucking fucking good. Good on it.
Yeah, I'm glad it's going off live as well. That's really cool to hear.
Yeah,
Man. It's a nice moment on the record. Really kind of stands out. Want to mention the artwork as well, because again, we talk about the kind of the diversity on this record and kind of trying new things. That is, you know, that's a very, very striking piece of artwork. I think definitely sums up how a lot of us have felt over the last couple of years as well. Everything is on fire. But yeah, I mean, talk to me about the ideas for that though, because that's such a cool kind of image that you've ended up with there.
I think because I was so frustrated throughout those last 2 years, and all the lyrics are like quite angry and frustrated. And I do reference hell and the devil and all that kind of shit a lot. I'm not trying to be religious or anything. It's just like, that's the first thing you think of when you think of fucked up shit, right? So obviously we wanted to kind of like play on that. And then I found this artist on fucking Instagram, not going to fucking sugarcoat it, found him on Instagram. And I don't know, like we kind of just want to go against the grain with artwork. I don't know what the grain is, but we want to do something different and like make sure it fucking stands out and looks sick. And this guy had like all his artwork on his Instagram is amazing. And he does a lot of collage work and stuff. So just hit him up once again and he fucking nailed it. It was sick.
Nice, man. Yeah, no, it does. It's really, really striking image. It looks very, very cool. And like I say, I think matches a lot of the kind of material you hear on the record itself. And something else we got to mention on the record itself. You know, we talk about collabs there. You got Row on the Serpent. You got Nothing Nowhere. I saw the track Cabin Fever, and I was like, oh, this is featuring My Literal Mum. And I was like, oh, I wonder if that's like some SoundCloud rapper I've not heard of, or like, you know, some up and coming new act. It's like, no, it's literally your mum, which is nice. Talk to me about that conversation to get her involved with this record.
A little mama. So my mom does like voice acting, I guess you could call it. And I've always wanted to use her voice for something. And there was a moment in that song where we were like gonna get like the Siri voice to do it. And I was like, bruh, I got a IRL Siri living with me right now. Let's fucking get her to do it. And so yeah, we just like got to do it. She was fucking ecstatic, dude. She's like our number one. She reposts screen caps on screen caps with a squiggly line on it, and like she's fucking obsessed. I swear to God. So she was like so happy. She's like, oh my God, I can't believe you're asking me. So I'm very lucky to have such a supportive mom for sure.
So sweet. I love that, man. This is it now, because she does do a good job. And I'm not surprised you said she's got some kind of professional voice work. I was like, this is good delivery. If this is just Bonnie's mum jumping on there, this is quite kind of nailed that one. This sounds like a one-take job.
My next goal is to get my dad to do a guitar solo on the next thing, whatever that is.
It's a family affair. Let's make it happen.
I have to make it a family affair.
The family band we've always wanted to see up on stage. The family band Atlantic. It'll work. Bonnie, I'll leave you with this guy. I know you got a show to get ready for tonight, but kind of what does the rest of the year look like for you guys? Obviously, the record's the kind of main priority, but are we thinking more kind of live dates where possible and all that kind of stuff? Any festival action, that kind of thing?
Festival action. Yeah, for sure. Everything. We're going hard, man. We're going for fucking everything that comes our way, basically. We're just like, let's make up for lost time. Yeah, so we've got a US tour, headline tour coming up in May. And that's fucking exciting. We're taking a bunch of mates on that as well. And then we've got other things cooking that I can't say yet.
Well, Bonnie, I mean, congrats to you and the boys on this record. Seriously, I think it's a really great achievement, and I think there's some of your best work on this, for real, man. I think you've done a really, really great job on this.
Thank you.
Can't wait to see you guys, and yeah, just take care of yourselves till then, all right?
Love you, mate. Thank you for your time.
Always good to see you. All right, Bonnie, everybody.